me start with a couple definitions I'll use throughout this. The first is radical innovation. And when I think about some of the firsts we've heard here the last few days, I would categorize them as radical innovation, which is really characterized by a disruptive technology. So you think Uber or Airbnb. And when you do something radical, I mean, you're on the forefront, you're taking some big risks. And I contrast that with incremental innovation, where I've taken something that's proven that works, and I'm making small steps to improve that. And I found a great picture. It's a car seat from the 1940s. So maybe that was radical back then. And that guy looks happy, but he looks like he's sitting in a metal milk crate. And if you look at what it looks like today, it's much safer for the kids, better ergonomically. So you think about a radical innovation might be great, but maybe what you want is 3 or 4 iterations from that when you get something that's a little bit more proven. So at Navis, I'll talk a little bit now about some of our experience and what I've learned. We've got 20 terminals around the world that have either semi-automated equipment, they're semi-automated or fully automated. And as I've been a part of a bunch of these, and as I've looked at these projects, we've done some radical stuff, and we've done some stuff that was incremental. And what I want to do is take you through a little bit of that journey and share with you some data. Let me start off with, if you're going to build a new terminal and invest hundreds of millions, would you accept a 40% or 47% failure rate? And if you take that with what Mara said yesterday about startups, 99.5% failed, if you're going to make a massive investment, do you want to be first and do it with a startup that has a high failure rate? You probably don't. But when I look at a lot of the other initiatives that were done, where maybe the risk was less, you want to learn something. Tim talked about some of the financial risks. If it's not a big risk, go for it. Get out there and do that radical innovation. But when you're talking about massive projects, you really got to think a little bit differently. And Gunter, I think, touched on it in the keynote yesterday when he talked about what Kalmar is doing with proven solutions. Taking something that's you can replicate over and over again.